So it definitely seems like the beef between these two is definitely going to continue, because for this actual rate decision, Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve, paused rates again. And this is definitely going to upset him. But he also gave us some key tips for us to focus on moving forward, especially for us traders. Even though they held rates again, in the beginning of the actual press conference, they did come out and gave us some tips on inflation. That inflation is still elevated, but he was confirming that it's temporary. He does expect inflation to eventually hit their Fed target goal. And they was also talking about the two Fed members. For this meeting, they was agreeing upon a cut. So Bowman and y'all remember the other Fed speaker? I know it was Bowman and Waller, I believe, that they agreed with a 25 basis point cut for this meeting. But once we started seeing the shift in the markets where we saw hawkish reactions, was because even though we had those two Fed members wanting cuts, the rest of the committee still agreed with a pause. So this definitely gave a hawkish reaction. This is why we saw equities push lower for the rest of the meeting. We saw dollar rise because the expectations now from September's meeting is now lowering the odds of a cut. So I believe now is going to be a 50-50 chance for September, but they're going to stay data dependent. So if inflation is still rising, if labor markets is still rising, that's just going to increase the odds for them to want to pause again. But if we see that inflation actually starts lowering next month, along with weaker growth numbers like NFP and labor, that will definitely increase the odds for more cuts happening later on this year. But this is why trading, when Jerome Powell speaks, it can get messy, because he's been doing this for a very long time and he's very good with his words. He will say something dovish, and then right after that, he would say something hawkish. He is very good at what he does. But do you think that he did a good job, or you think Trump is right?